Good morning. Happy Tuesday. This is your daily spiritual guidance message. I'm going to take a look at what the collective energy is for today and what we need to know. Take it as it resonates. Don't try and make anything fit if it doesn't make sense. If it's familiar to you, then there's a message in there for you. If it's not familiar, it's not for you. Okay. Later on today, I'm going to be doing a couple more zodiac sign readings. I'm going to be posting readings all this week, mid September readings. So, if you're interested and you want to be notified, if you want to hit the subscribe button and press the bell, you'll know then when those videos get uploaded. So let's see for Tuesday. What do we need to know? What do we need to know for this Tuesday? What is the collective energy today, please? What do we need to know? Thank you. Gift yourself. 28. Some self care is needed here. A little bit of self love, time out. A little bit of even, I want to say, feeling like clearing things out, like almost like a let go of control. I want to say, sort of, it feels like, maybe it's time to declutter the wardrobe. There's time to just certain things about the house that need to go, or you just, you know, out with the old and in with the new kind of feeling here too with this. Let go of control. Just recognizing that there's things that you can't control, community calls, crown activation, 38 and 11. Um, Maybe feeling like there's like, so much trust yourself. There's so many people sort of tugging on your energy here. Release old patterns, 16. Yeah, there's definitely a strong feel of needing to just declutter in some way. That's either physically declutter or mentally declutter with releasing old patterns here. There's something that just sort of needs to be. I feel like you need to give yourself a break here too. Somebody's being quite hard on themselves and sort of maybe what being hard on yourself on, like, why are you not getting enough done in a day? Why are you struggling with this? This should be easy. Why am I feel like I'm juggling all this stuff and drowning with it? There's something here just about, we're our own hardest critics. Nobody is harder on us than what we are on ourselves here, and it feels very much this is what Ten of Pentacles. It kind of feels here like there's a lot of demands here. Might not just be family. This Ten of Pentacles. This can be community too. Here, this could be a work thing. No, there's a lot of demands on us, and we're kind of like feeling like we're kind of drowning in it. We're barely doggy paddling our way through it. It just feels like we're getting nowhere. Two of Cups here. There's definitely a need here for some time out and looking after yourself. That seriously needs to be taken into consideration here. Death card. There needs to be a transformation here on how you do things. I just get this overwhelming feeling of somebody's drowning. And not physically drowning. I mean they're drowning in the demands, the responsibilities. Knight of Wands. It's this constant sort of not knowing if you're coming or going. Everything's kind of super, feels sporadic. It feels like there's no real structure to how things are done. It's kind of like it feels like the structure's been lost. The Hermit feels like the structure's been lost, and now it's just like we're constantly scrabbling just to get done what we can get done. Strength, needing to go within here and sort of sit down and get a bit of clarity here and make a clearer plan. Nine of Wands. This could be this could be a work situation. It could be something to do with kids being back to school, and it's kind of like getting back into that routine again and trying to get them up and out in the morning and get yourself sorted out. It kind of feels like something's really like there needs to be more structure put in place here, a better plan, and everybody starting to pull their weight as well. Everybody needs to sort of be doing what they need to be doing. Seven of Pentacles. Feels here too, it's sort of like if it is a family situation here, it's sort of making it clear. For instance, if you have teenagers or something like that, it's making it clear, what you expect from them, that you're not the one who's currently, running about chasing to try and get them out of the house. They have a responsibility. What is that? Page of Swords. No, they have a responsibility. It's what I sort of say in my house. I mean, I have three teenagers. Well, one's a young lady now. She's nearly 19. But as I say in my house, I'm your mother, not your slave. It's not my job to chase you. You know what your responsibilities are. You know what subjects and stuff you have. You know what, if it's school uniform, if it's PE kits, you know all this. This is on you. This is your responsibility to ensure that you're ready for the day ahead. Lunches, stuff like that. This is on you. You sort this out. Now, to some people that might sound hard, but you know, at some stage, these kids are going to be living on their own and they need to understand these things. There's something here about somebody kind of takes on everything here. Nine of Swords and are stressed out about it. Magician. Maybe it's this sort of ideal thing, you know, um, what is a good mother? Somebody's maybe stuck with that complex of if I'm not doing everything here, I'm failing as a mother. And you need to get that out of your mind. You need to change that mindset because that's nonsense. It's not about how many physical things you do for a child. It's about showing up and being there and being a support to them, loving them, teaching them the right way, teaching them to be respectful. That's what being a parent is about. It's not about, right, I need to make sure, I need to pick this child's dirty pants off the floor every day because, no matter how often I say it, they don't do that. There comes a time where the conversation has to be had of there needs to be a little bit of respect here. Feels a bit like that. Ace of Wands. And it's this old situation too of the more you do, the more is expected of you. I feel like it's just whoever is resonating with this, it's like the more you do, the more the dirty pants get left on the floor. There needs to be some sort of structure. And what I'm seeing, what they're showing me, is like, I mean, I constantly have things attached to my fridge, but there's a rota. of who does what. So I don't know where we need to start instigating some chores here or something, or putting it in black and white that people see as what this is your responsibility. I don't want one of you turn around saying, "Oh, I didn't know about that." Way we can kind of be a bit deaf when we don't hear. When we don't want to hear something, we're like, ah. Three of Cups. Might be something here too about bedtime routines as well. Take this as it resonates. It may not be about children. It may be just about, the house in general and how things are run, and maybe the time bedtimes and things like that. And we're getting up late and we're rushing and things like that. This will be different for everybody. There's something here about, sort of up all hours of the night sort of thing. Seven of Wands. And then we're kind of in this like rush. Look how she's rushing. This is like first thing in the morning. Then this is the kind of attitude then we're in first thing in the morning. Everything's against us. We're rushing, rushing, rushing. The Emperor. Needing to gain some control over this. Needing to sort of be like not in this manner of way of going. Seven of Swords here. Little bit of sort of gaslighting self a little bit here. Maybe it is a bit of sort of feels like putting blame on others here when it's actually we need to set the boundaries a little bit here. Page of Pentacles. We need to sort of start instigating things ourselves, Three of Pentacles. Working together here. We need to start to work together. Definitely there's something here about mornings being very chaotic and rushing and just exhausting. Look, somebody's tired here. Somebody needs to take a bit of time out here. It's too much. We need a little bit of this, self care here. The first card out, the first oracle out. We need to just take a bit of time out here and regroup on how we do this better. Yeah, Harford. There's rest needed here. Rest and delegation is what I want to say. Stop trying to take it all on yourself here. Feeling trapped in it. Feeling like there's no way. Even if there's young children involved here, you'd be quite surprised how resilient they can be when you start to sort of like do reward charts and things like that and put things out and say, well, if you help mommy and daddy do this, this and this is what you get. You'd be quite surprised how willing they are to help the full new way forward here. Once you take the time out here to sort of look at right what I need to do, and sometimes even if it's just for yourself here, sometimes it helps just to sit and write something out and say, right, this is the plan. The alarm goes off right at this time, right? I'm going to set the alarm half an hour earlier, and this is how I'm going to work it and see how it happens. Four cups. Instead of sort of, sitting at the kitchen table in the morning trying to have a coffee and feeling like I'm still half asleep here and I'm about to like go back to sleep again. Three of Swords. Judgment. Time for a new time for a new way here for whoever resonates with this. It's taking some time out here, looking after you, putting a plan together, trying to say, I feel like somebody's just caught. What is that saying? It's not can't see the trees through the forest. I don't know what the saying is. It's like You can't see the path clear because there's so much going on around you. I can't remember what the saying is, but you can't see it at the minute. And somebody needs to go here and get a little bit of, clear their mind a bit. Serendipity. That's what somebody's looking for here. And they're like, how do I get this? 29. Somebody's looking for serendipity and they're like, how do I achieve this? Page 71. Because it just feels like I'm constantly going round in circles here and I'm not getting anywhere fast. Let's read this. How often have you wondered when? Uncertainty and waiting for your dreams to come true can be very frustrating. Most of the time we want what most of the time we want sorry, most of the time we want what we want and we want it now. Yet we often look back on our lives and are able to appreciate the divine timing and serendipity that took place. Timing is a key element of life, whether you're longing to meet your beloved or craving a renewal of your current connection. There's something here about how things run that needs to change. There's a timing issue here, which leaves people rushing about and they're just trying to catch their tails all the time. And it could be to do with just bedtime, what time we're going to bed at and what time we're getting up at, and it's causing stress here. Um, Let me find where I was. It's often difficult or impossible to understand why your needs remain unfulfilled at a certain time. You might even doubt yourself or become disappointed with the universe. Developing your ability to trust in the greater forces that nurture and guide you is an empowering skill to have. Make sure that you are genuinely committed to having, doing, or being whatever you have asked for. Sometimes the universe will protect you from your own naivety, nearly talk, so you can have more time to think things through. Next, make sure that you have done all you can from an earthly human perspective to help make sure your dreams a reality. If you are procrastinating, how can you expect the universe to deliver? Once all of that is taken care of, it's time to trust that divine timing and serendipity have taken over and be prepared to listen to and act upon your intuition. When you feel the urge to follow something up or have a sense of knowing, go with it to discover where it leads. There are many steps on the path of your highest good, so be prepared for small miracles along the way rather than a big puff of smoke and total change. Divine timing and serendipity give you time to reconsider, refine, and adjust. Then they add a dash of magic, so there is an element of the unexpected too. Life wasn't meant to be predictable, and your future is not set in stone. So learn to go with the flow and allow your fascinating journey to unfold gracefully. So there's something here about sort of as I said, not seeing clearly here, wishing and wanting things to change, but we're having to sort of sit down and put in place what it is we want to change here. So I'm going to take this to the extended. I'm going to have a look at what we don't see coming, what the block is here, what the outcome is, and then we'll get some angelic advice. So if you want to come along, the link will be below, and I'll see you over there.